Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw. Because this is to me, it's a very important, look, they're all important episodes, but there's an urgency to this episode because I really want people to get right into it quickly and then be moved as a call to action to really support you. And then we'll dive into the photos, okay?
Yeah, thanks, Ran. So photography for me started back in the 80s when I was in the Navy. But previous to that, I'd done a lot of work on my own as an amateur photographer and used to develop films in the back of my garage with an old Patterson system, black and white films. So I got to know film quite well. And I had a number of SLRs that I used, Olympus IM1s, and took a lot of photography of motor racing, but the photography was always about capturing a moment. I know that said a lot, but a moment isn't a sunset. They happen every day. A moment is a moment in time that you want to hold and keep. You know, when we look back through our photographs, of which we have millions on our phones, it's only the ones, and when we look back at photographs we've taken years ago and developed, it's only the ones with people in or an event happening that really matter, that historical moment that you've captured in time. So that's kind of what photography means to me. I then joined the Navy as an aviator, as aircrew in helicopters, and took that photography then and did a ship's photographer's course that Navy pays for, and took lots and lots of moments in time of people. When I was 22, I went to the South Atlantic, to the Falkland Islands for the war down there. And every day from the back of my aircraft, I would shoot a roll of HP5, high-speed Ilford black and white film. Unfortunately, and one of my biggest regrets is that those rolls of film, probably 100 rolls of film, were stolen when they're on board the aircraft carrier. And only one remained in my side pocket of my flying overalls, which when I developed it, I realized that the rest of them would have been amazing. No journalists or photographers were allowed to the South Atlantic. The press was limited to about 4 or 5 journalists, and very few photographs got back other than those that were taken by people on board ships. So that's my biggest regret. But in answer to your first question, it's all about capturing the moment and people. So when I was recently in Poland, I took photographs at a refugee center and at Warsaw Central Station, but I couldn't go up and be voyeuristic and take close-ups of people. Their pain and I suppose the chaos that they were in. It would be rather like taking a photograph of a mother, a family, and this belittles it a little. But if you can imagine someone running for an aircraft, a flight, and saying, "Oh, would you mind stopping a minute so I can take a picture of you?" It just wouldn't work. So both photographs capture a moment in time, but from a very great distance.
So is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it